Coming up, the surprising results of a lie detector test that Ronnie Brinkley took just last week at the request of AM Philadelphia.
Plus, find out how Charles Haig's sister feels about these new developments.
Hired Earl Kane, a former New Jersey state policeman and the former commander of the state's polygraph unit, to give Ronnie Brinkley a lie detector test. Kane, who has administered more than 12,000 polygraph tests, questioned Ronnie on his confession to the Eggman shooting.
When you tested Ronnie Brinkley and you asked him if he shot the Eggman, what was his reply?
His reply was yes.
And what did the machine indicate about that reply?
Indicated that he was truthful to his response to that question.
Is there any doubt in your mind?
No doubt whatsoever.
When you asked Ronnie Brinkley where his brother Kevin was at the time of the shooting of the Eggman, he said what?
Well, the question that I phrased to him was Kevin present when the Eggman was shot? And he said no. And in my opinion, he was truthful in his response of no to that question.
Was there any doubt in your mind?
No doubt whatsoever.
As a veteran police officer and a veteran of the polygraph business, what conclusion do you draw from the polygraph exam that you gave Ronnie Brinkley?
Well, in my opinion, Kevin was not present when the Eggman was shot, and Ronnie Brinkley is the one that did the shooting.
What you've got is a machine versus 12 jurors. 12 jurors heard Ronnie Brinkley's confession. They didn't hear Ronnie Brinkley because he refused to testify in front of that jury.
But this is 1991. Explain to me, though, why he could pass this polygraph test, saying that he was the shooter, saying that Kevin wasn't there, with flying colors, and yet you still insist that Kevin was the shooter.
I insist Kevin was the shooter for a variety of reasons. I didn't give this polygraph, and I'm not a polygrapher. I don't vouch for the accuracy of any polygraph. The same person who you say passed with flying colors didn't pass 14 years ago.
In 1978, Ronnie Brinkley was given not one, not two, but 3 polygraph tests, all of which were said to be inconclusive. Now in 1991, your polygraph test indicates conclusively that he was the shooter and that Kevin wasn't even there. What about the disparity?
If the examiner made any inferences that he was lying when he said that he shot the Eggman, that this could cause an irregularity in the person's physiological responses because he feels that he is not being believed in his statement, and if it was done properly, there shouldn't be inconclusive results.
So how many times did you ask Ronnie Brinkley if he shot the Eggman?
3 times. I gave him 3 tests.
And he said yes? How many times?
3 times.
And in truth?
Yes, sir.
All 3 times?
All 3 times.
A lot of questions. So what is next?
Well, the question of whether to reopen the case is up to the district attorney. And on Friday, the spokeswoman for the DA's office, Sue Herron, told us that the case is still considered closed, but they'll look carefully at whatever evidence is presented.
And we will certainly keep you posted and up to date on any new developments.
Thank you for joining us, and have a good day.